Welcome warriors and myth enthusiasts to The Compass. Today, we embark on an epic journey through time, diving into the top 5 most legendary battles of Greek mythology. Grab your shields, ready your spears, and let's dive into the chaos and glory of these ancient tales. And hey, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more mythological adventures. All right, folks, let's kick things off with the granddaddy of them all, the Trojan War. This wasn't just some weekend skirmish. We're talking a decade-long showdown that had everything: love, betrayal, epic poetry, and a wooden horse that makes a Trojan horse statue look like a child's toy. Picture this. Paris, the Prince of Troy, decides to spice things up by running off with Helen, the most beautiful woman in the world. Now, Helen happened to be married to Menelaus, the king of Sparta, and let's just say he didn't take it well. Menelaus rallies his Greek buddies, including his brother Agamemnon, and boom, it's war, baby! Now, the Trojan War wasn't just about two guys fighting over a woman, though that certainly adds to the drama. It was a clash of civilizations, a battle for honor and glory, and a testament to the destructive power of both love and war. And speaking of destruction, let's talk about the heroes who made this war legendary. On one side, you've got Achilles, the Greek warrior who was practically invincible, except for that pesky heel. Talk about a design flaw. Then there's Hector, the noble Trojan prince who fought valiantly to defend his city and his family. These guys were the superstars of their time, their names echoing through history. But the Trojan War wasn't just about brute strength, it was also about brains. And that's where Odysseus, the cunning king of Ithaca, comes in. This guy could outsmart a room full of philosophers, and his master plan to end the war involved a giant wooden horse. The Greeks emerged victorious, Troy was left in ruins, and Homer got a heck of a story to tell. Okay, folks, if you thought the Trojan War was intense, hold on to your helmets because we're about to enter the realm of the Gigantomachy. Imagine a battle so colossal, so earth-shattering, that it makes the Trojan War look like a schoolyard scuffle. We're talking about the Olympian gods, the A-listers of Greek mythology, going toe-to-toe with the giants, their bigger, badder, and frankly less photogenic cousins. Now, these weren't your average run-of-the-mill giants. We're talking colossal beings born from the blood of Uranus, the primordial god of the sky. They were massive, they were powerful, and they had a serious grudge against the Olympian gods. The Gigantomachy was the ultimate family feud, a clash of titans that shook the very foundations of the cosmos. The giants, fueled by their desire for revenge and probably a really big breakfast, were determined to overthrow the Olympian gods and rule the universe. Leading the charge for the gods was Zeus, the big guy himself, armed with his trusty thunderbolts. And let me tell you, when Zeus gets angry, you don't want to be anywhere near the receiving end of those thunderbolts. But Zeus wasn't alone in this epic showdown. He had his trusty sidekicks, the all-star team of Olympian gods and goddesses. There was Athena, the goddess of wisdom and strategic warfare, who could outsmart even the craftiest giant. Poseidon, the god of the seas, unleashed his fury upon the giants, causing earthquakes and tidal waves that would make even Aquaman jealous. And then, of course, there was Hercules, the ultimate demigod hero, who single-handedly took down more giants than you could shake a celestial stick at. The battle raged on for ages, with the fate of the cosmos hanging in the balance. Get ready for round 2 of Divine Family Feuds because we're about to delve into the Titanomachy, a battle so ancient, so primordial, that it makes the Gigantomachy look like a recent historical event. Imagine a time before the Olympian gods, before Mount Olympus was even a thing. Back then, the Titans, led by the mighty Cronus, ruled the cosmos. Now, Cronus wasn't exactly known for his stellar parenting skills. In fact, he had a nasty habit of swallowing his own children whole. You know, just your typical family drama. Fortunately, Zeus, Cronus' son and future king of the gods, managed to escape this rather unappetizing fate. When he grew up, Zeus decided it was time for a regime change, and thus began the Titanomachy, a 10-year war that would determine the fate of the cosmos. The Titans, with their raw power and ancient magic, were a formidable force. They were like the cosmic grandparents who still think they're in charge, even though they can barely remember where they left their dentures. But the Olympians, led by Zeus and his siblings, Poseidon and Hades, were a new generation of gods, eager to make their mark on the world. They were younger, faster, and had a whole lot less baggage than their Titan predecessors. The Titanomachy was a battle of old versus new, tradition versus innovation, and frankly, good taste versus questionable fashion choices. The Titans were overthrown, banished to the depths of Tartarus, and the Olympians established a new order, ushering in the age of the gods we know and love. Okay, folks, let's take a break from the cosmic showdowns and epic family feuds for a moment and talk about something a little more down to earth, a really, really big pig. I'm talking about the Caledonian boar hunt, a tale that proves even in ancient Greece, forgetting your manners could have some seriously monstrous consequences. It all started with King Aeneas of Caledon, who in a moment of forgetfulness neglected to offer a sacrifice to Artemis, the goddess of the hunt. Now, Artemis was known for her archery skills and her love of the wilderness, but she also had a bit of a temper. So when she felt disrespected, she unleashed her wrath upon Caledon in the form of a giant boar. This wasn't your average run-of-the-mill wild pig. This boar was the size of a small elephant, with tusks sharper than a lawyer's wit and a temper to match Artemis herself. The boar rampaged through Caledon, destroying crops, terrorizing villagers, and generally making a nuisance of itself. King Aeneas, realizing the error of his ways, decided to assemble a crack team of heroes to deal with the boar problem. Think of it as the ancient Greek equivalent of calling in the A-team, but instead of facing off against Colonel Decker, they were dealing with a giant, angry pig. Among the heroes who answered the call were some of the biggest names in Greek mythology. There was Jason, of Argonaut's fame, who was always up for a good adventure, especially if it involved a monstrous creature and the potential for treasure. Then there was Theseus, the slayer of the Minotaur, who was no stranger to facing down terrifying beasts. And let's not forget Meleager, the Prince of Caledon and the host of this whole boar hunting extravaganza. The Caledonian boar hunt is a reminder that even the smallest oversight can have monstrous consequences, and sometimes it takes a team of heroes led by a strong and capable woman to clean up our messes. Hold on to your helmets, folks, because we're about to enter a battleground where the women are fierce, the warriors are legendary, and the stakes are higher than Mount Olympus itself. Get ready for the first war of the Greeks and Amazons, a clash of cultures, a battle of the sexes, and a story that proves women have always been a force to be reckoned with. Now the Amazons were no ordinary women. They were a tribe of fierce warrior women who lived apart from men, ruling their own kingdom and answering to no one. They were skilled horsewomen, expert archers, and they could wield a sword with deadly precision. Think of them as the ancient Greek equivalent of Wonder Woman and her posse, but with less star-spangled outfits and more leather and fur. Enter Hercules, the strongest man in the world, on a quest to retrieve the girdle of Hippolyta, the queen of the Amazons. This wasn't just any ordinary fashion accessory. It was a symbol of Hippolyta's power and authority. Now, there are different versions of the story. Some say Hercules was tasked with stealing the girdle, while others claim Hippolyta was willing to give it to him, but things got complicated. You know how it is with myths and legends. There's always a bit of drama involved. Either way, the Greeks and the Amazons ended up in a full-blown war, a clash of civilizations that shook the ancient world. The Amazons, led by Hippolyta and her sister Penthesilea, fought with unmatched ferocity, defending their homeland and their way of life. The Greeks, with Hercules at the helm, were a formidable force, but they soon realized they were up against more than just a group of women. And so, my fellow adventurers, our journey through the battlefields of Greek mythology comes to an end. From the sun-drenched plains of Troy to the cloud-piercing heights of Mount Olympus, we've witnessed the clash of titans, the courage of heroes, and the enduring power of these ancient tales. These battles, passed down through generations, remind us of the timeless human struggles, the fight for love and glory, the clash between order and chaos, and the enduring spirit that drives us to overcome even the most daunting challenges. So, which of these epic showdowns resonated with you the most? Was it the Trojan War's tale of love and betrayal, the Gigantomachy's cosmic clash, or perhaps the Amazons' fierce fight for independence? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this epic journey through Greek mythology, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to The Compass for more adventures in history, science, and all things awesome. Until next time, keep exploring the universe, both within and beyond our planet.